Well, hello everyone and welcome to Live at the Waterhole. My name is Amy and I will be with you for the show today. And how awesome to start off with some elephants here at Elephant Pan in Botswana. The spot is so beautiful. You can see the reflection on the water, and I think these elephants may have gone for a swim earlier. Or at least splashed themselves with quite a bit of water. They're looking quite dark at the moment. Remember everyone that this is of course a live and interactive show, so please do make sure that you chat to me. Send through those comments and questions that you may have through the Wild Earth website or the app. You can also chat to us in the YouTube chat stream. Just remember to use @FC if you'd like those comments and questions to come directly through to me. You can also join the conversation on X using the hashtag WildEarth. Or you can now use a WhatsApp line through the application on your phone or computer. And you can use the number that's being shown on screen at the moment, and then send those comments and questions through via WhatsApp. Julia, hello to you. You say you're excited to see what today has in store. Aren't we always? Every day we're excited to see what the waterholes have in store. Every day is different from the next. Looks like all of a sudden this elephant decided that it's thirsty again. Very quickly coming back over the side. It might actually have been the other one. It doesn't look like it's as dark in color as the other one was. But what a beautiful spot. I mean, just the way these mapani trees are reflected in the water here, the clouds today, the blue sky. It is pretty as a picture. Mr. Ellie, you say, greetings Amy and everyone else from Windy Harbour, and I assume due to the kangaroo picture that you've used, that you are from Australia. My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
Welcome to Safari Spotlight. We'll be
And you pretend like you're a salesman, eh?
Got no idea what's going on this reserve.
Expecting the unexpected.
Are we stuck down there?
What am I trying to do?
So we have another giant of Mabula.
That was incredible.
This is unbelievable.
It's going to be a spectacular afternoon.
Wild Earth Travel would like to take you to Namibia and Botswana. Drift over the desert in a hot air balloon, then glide through the lush Okavango Delta in a dugout canoe. This extraordinary journey blends dramatic landscapes with outdoor adventures and unparalleled wildlife encounters. Discover Africa like never before. Book now with Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Solly, that's an interesting thought, as to whether something like an elephant can actually be born with a closed trunk as a defect, and something like that would be possible in terms of having the one of the nostrils that are closed off, or maybe there's just skin that's grown in the incorrect way or something like that, or perhaps a membrane that's blocking off the nostril, or I don't know. It would be highly unusual, and possibly elephants that are born like that don't survive, so that's why we don't see that, because that trunk, in terms of their breathing, of course they can also breathe through their mouth, so they can survive without a trunk, but they do. The nasal cavity is still there, and I think if there was anything seriously wrong with that, then oh my word, he really is trying to climb right in here now. Imagine he puts all 4 legs in. I do think that this elephant's particular trunk was that injury was caused sort of post-birth and not born with that defect, just because of the scar tissue and the way the pink coloration of the skin is coming through with the melanin that's been damaged there. And that's often what we see from things like snaring injuries, or perhaps, I mean, when it was younger, something like a lion or even a crocodile may have tried to attack its trunk and gotten away with a bit of it. But we can't know for sure. It very well may have been born with a trunk like that. But elephants are incredible at being able to adapt and survive. Karen, it's very difficult to say exactly how old this elephant is. We can only give an educated guess in terms of its size, the wear and tear on the body, and there's a few different things that we use to help us indicate how old a bull could be. Also, the fact that it is a bull that's already separate from the herd also gives us an indication that it's into its, at least its teenage years. Otherwise it would still be, oh, careful, are you really going all in? Oh my word. Its front left foot is out though, but this is just amazing. Oh my word. Why, Mr. Elephant? It doesn't matter why, it's very entertaining. Are you going to sit? Are you going to sit? I don't think this is working out as well as you planned. Oh no, this is too funny. It's like I really want a jacuzzi for just me, and clearly this is the best spot that he can try and find. Oh, he really is in now. What's the plan, boy? You're in here now. I feel like it's when a toddler does something. I think of my nieces, and you sort of like, okay, well, you got yourself in there now. What was the plan? And then they sort of look at you like, no, I had no plan. I just had the immediate next step in mind. Yes, Fuzzy Dunlop, it is. The hot tub is open for business. But Karen, just to answer your question in terms of age of this elephant bull, I would say late teens, not more than 20 at the very most. He is still quite small and young, you can see, in comparison to the bull that's arrived here. And so, yeah, he would have left the herd in the recent few years. He's actually a lot smaller than what I first thought now in comparison to another elephant. So it's quite a young boy. Like I said, maybe 16, 17. And this one is now climbing over the logs to get to the camera. Wow, look at those reflections.
Experience the magic of the wild on an unforgettable 4-night safari at Mabula Nature Reserve. Hosted by the one and only Stephen Falconbridge. With Steve as your private guide, you'll gain incredible insights into Africa's wildlife, leaving with knowledge and memories to last a lifetime. Get hands-on with conservation, track elusive cheetahs, and even take to the skies on a hot air balloon ride. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
Do you want to know why impala are the most common antelope we find here in the Kruger National Park? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live. Connect with nature.
Can you hear that? The wild is calling.
I do think that there's only space for 2 legs there. For a bull of this age, you can see how much larger he is. And this is now, we're talking, again, difficult to say, but I would say nearing the age of 30 or so. The one closest to us. The one on the far side there, that you're looking now closer to 20 years. And it's actually nice to see those 3 different size comparisons to be able to tell. The bull that is now drinking from the trough is he's big, of course, but he's not giving that very mature, seen a lot of life type of size bull. His tusks are still, they're not that thick and not that long. His ears are in quite good condition. Everything about him still looks quite young in comparison to some of the older bulls that we see 40 plus years, where you really get a sense of that hugeness of them. The sunkenness of the temples as well is another one. So this bull is big, but he is not yet at that age where we would really say, that is a mature old elephant bull. I wonder if these boys will move off or if they're just going to take turns drinking. And there's a lot of respect here. You can see the bigger one, definitely the more dominant between the two. Well, yesterday we were talking about crocodiles at Tau, and I believe one has been spotted, so let's head over there. Well, there we go. We were talking about the crocs at a few different places yesterday, and here we have Tau Game Lodge in Madikwe Game Reserve, where we have spent quite a bit of time with crocodiles, and this is a rather large one that is enjoying some sunshine. Well, what great timing is that to see it moving. Karen, I would say that he's probably about 4 meters in length. Those are some of the, I mean, they can get as big as 6 meters, the really huge crocodiles. But on average, the large ones that I've seen most commonly are about 4 meters in length. I think that translates to about 12 feet. And that is why it is sometimes difficult to see crocodiles, because look how quickly it has disappeared. Oh, a little bird just landed on the grass, sort of right at the bottom of the camera, towards the left of the middle is the best description I can give there. I'm very interested. Perhaps we can maybe see what it is. probably something like a testicular of some sort. Oh, there's a waterbuck. There's always such a lot of a variety of species here at Tau, whether it's waterbuck or impala. Hopefully later we might see a herd of ellies come to drink. Speaking of elephants though, I think let's head back over to Elephant Pan. Looks like a small herd has arrived here to drink on the far side of the waterhole there. A little one right next to Mom. And just wow, what a beautiful scene it is. It's so nice sometimes to just take a moment and watch and listen. Ellie, you were asking about if that was a parrot. I think that was a starling, possibly a Burchell starling actually. It wasn't, I don't think it was a Cape or greater blue-eared. and that just had that starling twang to the call there. And this elephant just had a poop in the water, as you can see by the floating balls that are surrounding him. And interestingly enough, dung in the water it does have a purpose behind it. Let me put it that way. It often actually provides food for some of the fish in the water. Also puts back things like nitrogen, even levels of sodium, potassium that might be needed. So it also provides a purpose. I think mostly with hippos who do spray a lot of dung into the water. But it also it helps, but it also can hurt water supplies in terms of the concentration within stagnant water holes becomes too high, and that's when you get blooms of blue-green algae and things like that. But it's interesting. Everything works to balance each other out at the end of the day. Yes, bath bombs. A different version. Elephant bath bombs. Ooh. Shame. It looks like that little one might have a bit of a runny tummy. You can see how it's sort of forming longer bits of dung than the normal sort of balls that we associate with elephants dropping. And it's true, elephants can have upset tummies. They eat maybe too much of one thing, or maybe something that has a little bit of a level of toxicity or something like that goes into the system that causes their tummies to get upset.
If you're thinking about booking a trip with Wild Earth, do it. I highly recommend it.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos, and help us to connect people to nature.
We are here with a male leopard.
We've got two young bulls here that are giving each other a little bit of a hard time, as they often do. Very evenly matched, almost exactly the same age, I would say. It looks like now they've been told to go stand in the corner because they've been naughty. Oh, this one came from his swim and is now having a bit of an ear rub. Robert, yes, I think once elephants reach a certain size, they do become more comfortable in the water, even if there is a presence of crocodiles. I mean, they still are animals that react to predators, even if that predator isn't necessarily a threat to their life. So, you know, if they have sight of one, or I think they would avoid them, let me put it that way, if possible and where possible. I think a croc also knows which battles to pick. Holly, I definitely think that you would get monkeys here. Knowing Botswana and the area, monkeys and baboons, I haven't seen them on this particular pan yet before. I'm sure maybe someone has, but they do sort of occur in the region. I love when they rest, elephants rest their back foot like that. And this one's having a lovely time. Back again, I see our short-trunked elephant.
My heart is pounding at the moment.
We are here in one of the best places in the world to see tigers.
Join the Wild Earth YouTube superfan community and unlock a world of additional perks. Get exclusive early access or discounts to Wild Earth travel deals. Wear the best bush attire with merchandising discounts. Enjoy an interactive live monthly private safari. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience. Join the YouTube superfan community today.
Would you like to know at what age a buffalo calf gets its horns? These are questions that you can ask me in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Penelope, I know that growling elephant sound is just wonderful, isn't it? It's sort of one of those things that when you hear it out on game drive, and for me especially when it's dark or when it's twilight, the sunset, and you're sort of just sitting quietly, you can't see the elephants anymore, but you can hear them feeding, and there's that communication between them, and it actually gives me goosebumps. It's marvelous. Bianca, yes, baby elephants can swim. I've seen herds crossing the Chobe River before. In that area, it's fantastic to see the elephants in the water there, and every day they'll cross the river to get to an island for feeding and go back again. And I was actually on a sort of a river safari, as it were, and we were on the boat, and these elephants crossed the river, and I saw the little ones are sort of supported by the rest of the herd. It's incredible to see. And they'll make sure that it can get across. Because it's so small and light in comparison to the others, it does tend to float a lot easier than the heavier elephants. Once they sort of fully grown, they can't float anymore, just because of their weight, whereas the little ones sort of float, and then the others sort of make sure that they keep it above water and also get it to the other side safely to protect it from crocodiles and things like that. It does look like these elephants are slowly moving off into the Mopani thickets, but they have been a treat for the first whole hour of this show. So I think we're going to head back over to the crocodile at Tau. Oh, cute. Here we have a little waterbuck family. And look at the male's ring on his bum doesn't form a complete circle. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. It's like someone drew it and didn't quite complete it, you know, hand-drawn waterbuck ring. And of course that little baby is so cute. I love the look the mom just gave us, sort of lifted her nose and had a sniff. particular male waterbuck there is huge. I mean, the thickness of his neck was massive. He also got quite wide and thick horns too. Oh, this little one's right next to Mom. May, yes, these babies are so cute, aren't they just? There's the croc we were talking about earlier, moved. I think it's the same one. It could be a second one. There's definitely more than one crocodile in this waterhole. But it's come up to another bank there to, well, I suppose sun itself. But just look how many insects there are on the sand or the soil. Just in front of it, all over, really. Incredible. It's always incredible just how still a crocodile can be, how little movement they need to make. And it's why they're so good at being a crocodile and sneaking up on things. But also, reptiles are generally very good at being able to do that because they are ectothermic, relying on the environment for energy. And they need to be able to conserve that the best they can as well. Oh, there's a 3-banded plover that's coming to say hello. Plenty of little insects available for it. Ah, some ellies. Hooray. Well, this is just beautiful. I was hoping some elephants would come down here at Tau. And we have 3 bulls, one moving away now and one still having a lovely little drink.
Africa's wild places are closer than you think, because Federal Airlines brings them to you. From the calm of our FedAir lounge to the smooth boarding of our trusted fleet, we take care of the journey so you can enjoy the adventure. Our flights go beyond the ordinary, connecting you to South Africa's most remote and extraordinary locations. Federal Airlines, your gateway to the South African wild.
Would you like to know the difference between a male and a female wildebeest? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Step into the heart of Africa from the comfort of your home.
Female leopard tracks over here.
Join our expert guides for a live 3-hour safari where every moment is real, unscripted, and unforgettable. Ask questions.
Animals rely on their senses.
Share your thoughts and be part of the experience as we explore together. Safari Live.
And they can easily break down a fence or rip up a water pipe or push over a wall to get to what they need to get to, maybe even push over a tree that lands on your roof. So having elephants on a reserve where there are lodges or private homes or anything like that does pose a risk, and that has to be managed accordingly. But it's part of what has to be dealt with and managed, I think is the right word, if you're going to live on or run a commercial establishment on which there are elephants. It's a white-faced whistling duck here, named of course after that white face, and then the sound they make does very much sound like they are whistling. Well, that is such a pretty scene, isn't it? Goodness, with that elephant there just having a bit of downtime, I would say, and the impalas there in the background with those beautiful yellow flowers. Deb Davis, hello. You asking how I am today and if I'm doing something exciting. Well, the most exciting thing I'm doing at the moment, of course, is hosting the show, which is wonderful. But yes, we went on game drive this morning and we'll go out again this afternoon here at Welgevonden, and we've been very lucky. Gerrit, who's with me here at the moment, says I brought all the luck to Welgevonden. We've had some fantastic sightings already within the first 24 hours of our arrival, and we're hopefully going to follow up with some mating lions that we saw this morning, who were actually also feeding on a wildebeest kill. So really, really cool stuff, and I'm looking forward to having that come out in the future once it's all filmed and edited, and we get to share it with you. Oh, there comes another bull. Wow, he's got one very long tusk. You can see the difference in coloration on him, and that's just some different colored mud that he's been throwing on himself. There's some more sort of chalky like soil here with that's a lot whiter in color, and there's also areas that are a lot more red, more iron rich soils as well. That was quite I don't know if that was sweet or sort of a more dominant interaction. I think sometimes we confuse interactions between especially bull elephants as some sort of affection, when actually there's a little bit of power play happening. Well, I think this elephant is on his way to the waterhole. While he does that, though, I believe there are some very cute dassies at Stony Point, so let's head over there. Oh, look at that. It's just rolled over onto its back. Had a little bit of a scratch. It is just loving life at the moment here in the sunshine. Looks to be lying on a pile of its poop. I think that's all dirty poop there.
Join Wild Earth Travel on a unique nature adventure in the Greater Kruger Park. Legendary master tracker Renius Mhlongo leads a 4-day animal tracking experience in the Sabi Sand Nature Reserve. This experience offers a life-changing chance to track Africa's iconic animals on foot with a master of his craft. Renius is joined by Wild Earth presenter and expert storyteller Amy Krantz, and together they will connect you to Africa's wild heart. The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website. Safari, wine, and waterfalls. The ultimate African adventure. Sip South Africa's finest wines. Experience a world-class safari among Africa's iconic wildlife. And stand in front of Victoria Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world. All this can be yours with Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Well, here is our nesting pair of penguins. I don't know, I think there's just one there at the moment. But they've chosen a little spot. I don't know if the egg is laid yet, or eggs are laid yet or not, but it could be what it's sitting on there. But what a perfect spot for them to choose so that we can watch this process taking place. And the male and female will take turns to incubate, I believe, each then having a chance to head off and get food. They normally lay 2 eggs, the African penguins, but I believe they can lay up to 3. So we'll just have to wait and see how many little ones pop out there in about, I think it's just over a month or so. These little dussies, aren't they just the sweetest? You're right, Penelope. If and when we see a baby penguin, goodness me, aren't we all just going to swoon over them and want to take one home? Baby dussies were cute enough. I think this is one of the youngsters we saw towards the end of last year that was suckling from mom, and there were 3 of them, and they were sort of sitting on mom, under mom, all over her. It was very cute. Well, from one cute little furry creature to another, let's head over to a squirrel at Old Doniel. And here we have an unstriped ground squirrel, everyone, who is busy rummaging away in some elephant dung, it looks like. I wonder if it's found some sort of seed or fruit nut or something like that there. Difficult to say exactly what it is, but it's found something delicious.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer,
so that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
can actually see the rain in the distance here falling from the clouds. It's making sort of a darker grey line as it's falling to the ground. What a beautiful scene at El Doño today. Wow, a little bit of sunlight coming through now and landing on this boy. Just incredible to listen to those sounds. Look how he's tucked his trunk on his tusk. There really isn't too much that needs to be said when you're watching such a gorgeous scene like this. Wow. You can see that rain moving in the background. I love how relaxed this elephant is, and just the lighting is so beautiful. Yes, Robert, I agree. This is the poster boy for all elephants. Helga, yes, there is an inlet pipe to this waterhole. It's just on the far side, and often elephants will go and stand there and try and drink directly from the pipe. So they do feed water into this spot. Wow, what a sighting. That was beautiful. Deb, you're commenting about how amazing it is that animals can survive with all the bacteria and insects that they eat, the waterholes they drink from, etc. And we have to just remember that the animals out here that consume that, which would very badly affect us as humans, are completely different in their digestive system. They have a lot of other bacteria, much stronger stomachs, as it were, and they can handle all of the bacteria. Not all of it, I would say. There are some that can negatively affect them, of course, but most of the stuff that would very seriously affect or kill us, they are able to digest it, and their bodies can sort of filter it out without having negative effects on them.
Join me, Andrew Wistenholm, for an indescribable 6-night stay in the beautiful Albany of the Eastern Cape at Amakhala Game Reserve. Now, this trip is going to be action-packed with a lot of storytelling, adventure, as well as the opportunity to make everlasting memories. We'll be exploring the best of Amakhala by staying at 2 luxury lodges, which will be the perfect blend of comfort as well as wilderness. Book your spot today, and let's get ready to explore the wild beauty of Amakhala.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos. And help us to connect people to nature.
Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Wild Earth Travel's newsletter is your passport to a magical journey. Explore exclusive travel options featuring special offers at stunning Wild Earth locations and all hosted by your favorite presenters. Don't miss out. Head over to our website and subscribe to the Wild Earth Travel newsletter today and stay in the know on all our unforgettable adventures. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Well, I believe an elephant is at Tembe, so let's head over there. Oh wow, what a treat to end off our afternoon waterhole show with this big boy that's decided to sit down here in the mud. I don't think that elephant drank any of that water. I feel like it just threw it at its face. I think it's just having a bit of fun now, to be honest. Looks like slowly this elephant's going to move off now, maybe head, I'm not sure, to have a clean drink of water, or perhaps he did that earlier and is now going to head off to find some food. Penelope, it's a pleasure. I'm so glad that you've enjoyed today's waterhole show. It really has been lovely. Lots of elephants, which we can never complain about. Yes, Jive Bunny, I also think that that elephant was super content with life. Had his fill and is now heading off. Oh, he's popping out again. But it's still a beautiful scene, and I think he might go and have a drink. Ellie, I'm so glad that you enjoyed the show with us today as well. And we will chat to you all. Well, I'll be back with you again tomorrow, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And remember to join on the Sunset Drive. That will be beginning in an hour's time at 3:30 p.m. Central African time. But otherwise, from myself and the team here at Wild Earth and the Waterhole Show, we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone.